After Empire Strikes Back, the Emperor sends Vader on many errands that leaves him decrepit. Vader is almost destroyed completely until Palpatine picks Vader up and saves him. Same as in Revenge of the Sith, brings him back to the very beginning, to the operating table on Coruscant.
How is he even alive, says Masamida. He is a Sith, says Slimewar. His hatred gives him power. The medical droid, now, via the instructions of Palpatine, is ordered to restore him completely. But Your Eminence, Masamida told Sidious, he wanted to kill you. If that hate still drives him, Sidious had a quick response. Almost everyone I have ever met has wanted to kill me, Grand Vizier, but I showed my ambitious apprentice the might of Exegol. He knows the limits of his role now. Openly exclaiming that Darth Vader now fully understands the power of the dark side. You see, we constantly quote that quote from Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi where he tells Luke that he doesn't know the power of the dark side. Slowly that line is becoming clearer and clearer, now even more so. Vader is starting to be broken apart in his operating table. Once I have fixed him, says Sidious, he will find a more appropriate target for his hate. As he begins to snicker and laugh, both of his servants are baffled. So concerned, says Palpatine, do not worry yourself. I am beyond his reach, and you are beneath his notice. He will find his true enemy soon enough. As the operation is now underway, the medical droid informs Lord Vader to prepare for shutdown, meaning the shutdown of his nervous system in order to not feel the pain of the operation, but in clear Darth Vader fashion, he lets out a strong no. Similar to how he did in Revenge of the Sith, he would feel every bit of pain that came with his failure. As you wish, says the medical droid. Now the operation is underway. Seesaws are approaching Darth Vader in full operating power. Once they make contact, Vader can be heard screaming. One is at his left upper arm, the other at his right knee, hacking all of them off. Pain, thinks Vader inside his head, as the other saw is now cutting off the right hand of Darth Vader as he can be seen here screaming. He is immediately transported to a moment in time where he did the same thing to his son, Luke Skywalker. With his red blade, he cut off his son's right hand. Pain like I gave to you, my son. Knowing the importance of this moment, Palpatine cannot help but snicker and laugh some more at Vader's pain. He knows that his apprentice is growing by the minute. Did it lead you to hate? Asks Vader to himself. Did it lead you to power? Now the pain is excruciating and overwhelming as the medical droid pinpoints Vader's nerves and is jabbing at them without mercy. Similar to how his son had to endure restoring his hand after it being cut off. No, says Vader. You could have ruled the galaxy by my side. Thinking back to those times where he almost killed his son inside the trenches of the Death Star. But despite all your promise, you are weak, says Vader about his son. You have never done anything without your friends. At that moment, Vader still reminds himself about the treacherous moment when the Millennium Falcon swooped in to save the day with Han Solo on board. The Death Star was finally destroyed. This is the hint we get, the foreshadowing about Darth Vader's next mission as he hunts down Han Solo just in order to crush the hope that his son has. You see, Vader realizes during this time that his son Luke Skywalker can only be crushed and his entire team around him, his friends that support him in any way, shape possible. This is why Darth Vader elects to first go with Han Solo. He wants to find and probably kill Han Solo as fast as possible, starting with him, and hunt down all of his remaining friends until everybody's dead and his son is left with nobody but his father, Darth Vader, and he has no choice but to join him in the dark side of the Force. We see glimpses of Empire Strikes Back when Darth Vader sees the Millennium Falcon leave the Hoth base. Your friends, thinks Vader. You think they saved you. You think you saved them. Vader is reminded the time when he hired all the bounty hunters to go after the Millennium Falcon, when he tortured Han Solo. Good, says Vader to himself, keep on believing it. Believe that you and your friends have survived this long through strength or fortune, instead of my design. As we finally see those moments where Darth Vader refused the killing of Han Solo or Chewbacca and instead elected for him to be frozen in carbonite and carted off by Boba Fett. Vader's operation is finally finished. You can see parts of his old armor laid down. Ochi Bestoon's eyes are finally restored. With the assassin watching on, Vader, without his cape, has now been imbued with a brand new armor, courtesy of Emperor Palpatine. Shining and glistening armor at that. What is your will, my master, says Vader. What is your will, my apprentice, says Sidious's back. You've seen the secrets of the dark side. You know the ways of the Sith. Decide for yourself. A confident Palpatine does not even skip a beat, while you can see both his servants in sheer terror that Vader lives on and might one day kill them both. They foolishly thought that Palpatine would elect to protect them from Vader, but Vader still is his #1 guy. Now more so than ever, actually, because this new revamped Darth Vader is being let loose by Palpatine. When has Palpatine told Vader to just do whatever you will? Do the things you wish the most. Exact your revenge there where you think it will be most valuable. Hardly, if not ever. Now Darth Vader has that chance, and as the cover insinuates, it will be Han Solo himself. This comic actually shows a prelude to where Darth Vader chases Han Solo on Corellia and now goes after him after all these years, but we're gonna leave that for part 2 of this video coming tomorrow. In this video, I wanted to show Darth Vader going from a weak state to now being as powerful as ever. After all that, you still see what Palpatine sees in Darth Vader. Sidious was a cunning master, and above all, he knew that the Sith should continue this way. Now, not that he believed still in the rule of 2, that is to be debated. Since he wanted immortality, he wanted to live forever, just him by himself with an apprentice. All in all, a very good story showing where Darth Vader was at the pecking order after Empire Strikes Back, and the 2020 comics show this exactly. Unfortunately, after this issue and others, at the end of the 2020 comics and the end of the run, it became pretty stale and it became very discombobulated. What's worse is that they didn't even explore much of Sabé, and it went all over the place to the point where I just had to give up. I remember making a video that I would give up on canon comics altogether because I was so frustrated that I started making my own fanfic comics just to spite Disney and everything that they have done with the Star Wars series. So let me know if you want more fanfics like that, and I'll check with you guys later. May the Force be with you.